Good morning, Living Word Church. This is Pastor Jenn with the morning devotional. As I was thinking about what I wanted to share, I just thought I would take you through just kind of what the Lord has done through me and spoken to me in this season. And right when this season was starting, I received a word, a prophetic word, and it said, I hear the big word transition. Get ready for transition. You have done well to love your house and family. I see you flying a kite. The kite is you, allowing yourself to catch the air currents and float and lift higher than you have ever been before. And something significant is going to happen in your life after Bree's wedding. Be looking for it. It is good. Don't be limited by what you see. And when I received that word, the funny thing is I didn't really take it as a positive word. I just saw the word transition and I just started to think the negative thoughts. I started to think, oh, I'm, going to be leaving, not really the church, but maybe my position or just things would be changing. And so I had to really sift through that at first. And then the Lord just showed me how some of those things, when I took it negative, were rooted in lies. And so just the next few weeks after that, I just began to work through a few of those lies. But I ran into teaching from Ray Hughes, and he was talking about a definition of transition. And I just thought it was really awesome. He said, times of transition in life are often spoken of as times of birthing and described in birthing terms. Most see life's transitional seasons as difficult and trying times filled with painful unknowns. I see them as times when old knowings are still alive and whispering their dying breath, while the new day is already born but unable to speak clearly enough to be understood. What makes it difficult is the confusion as to who to listen to, yesterday's wisdom or tomorrow's hope. They both have something valuable to say. And the thing that I keep hearing also just in my spirit is just that he who has ears, let him hear what the Spirit is saying. I believe there's a new sound. I believe there is an awakening. And the sentence I got while I was working on is an awakening of longing. And what that means is that in this time where there's been the old things and those things have been comfortable. And then there's this new day, and there's hope in the new day. There's some excitement in the new day, but there's also fear in the new day. There's also this, I don't even really know where I'm going in the new day. But what I felt like the Lord was saying is all he is looking for is not for us to have the full blueprint, but a willingness, a sensitivity that creates a longing. And that's where I've just been in this recent season, is just really trying to stay sensitive, to be hearing, to be willing, to be teachable. I'm trying to learn new things. And I really feel like that's the thing, is there's some things I don't want to go back to. There's some new things that I want to establish in my life. And so I just want to encourage you in this awakening of longing. This is something I wrote. It's just 3 lines, and it just, may be a little funny, but it says, awakening of longing, movement stirred, dreams taking form. And there's just this place that I really believe he's wanting to put new longing, which leads to new language or new lyric, which leads to maybe writings where you begin in a few years, it's something that you'll give away. But he's just right now in this place of stirring the longing, stirring the desires, stirring just putting words to what are we feeling. And I believe what he's wanting to do in that is leading us to a place of where do we see ourselves in 10 years? And being able to dream. Where do we see our family? Where do we see our city? Where do we see our nation? What is it that burns in our heart, that longing and that passion that we want to see awakened in this new season? And maybe it won't just happen all of a sudden, but that's part of the process, is that awakening, that longing, that place that just drives us into his presence, because we don't know what he's saying. We don't even know completely what's going on in our hearts, but that's where we come into his presence, and he begins to form and fashion and mold and speak, and we begin to form and fashion what we're feeling, and that begins to take language. And then we begin to maybe write it down, or put it in song, or put it in an art piece, or put it in something, that the Lord wants to release in us. And then there's the place of where it becomes something we give away to others. And so just wanting to encourage you that this new season doesn't have to be like, exactly what you're going to do, what you're going to say. But let it be a longing. Let it be an awakening. Let it be a journey of discovery and finding the Lord in that place, and you finding language and things in you that you've never seen before. And so I just want to encourage you that, it's a time of transition. We're leaving the old behind and we're stepping into the new. And he who has ears, let him hear what the Spirit is saying. Love you guys, and so excited for this new season that we're coming into, and just believing for amazing things. So have a great day.